Hello to the wonderful people and pets who's now listening to my podcast, or should I say ARFCAST. Everyone is welcome here. Can ARF or not, you're still welcome. Based on the name ARFCAST, I think you already know what this podcast is gonna be about. Growing up, I loved dogs so much. I do love cats too, but I have a bigger spot for dogs in my heart. Ever since I was a kid, we always have a dog in our house. Never, as in never, did our house become petless. We had fishes, cats, and dogs. You might want to have pets, right? But taking care of them has its responsibilities. For example, drumroll please, giving it food. How can it live without food and water? That's number one that you need to know. Next is cleaning their poop. Well, it's a little stinky job, but you have to clean it since it was made by your dog. Next is taking a walk. You should sometimes walk your dog for it to have a sight of nature and for them to breathe fresh air. Next is to train them. Training them will help you a ton so they can behave when you take them to malls and public places. Vaccine too. One of the most important thing is to take them to a vet for a rabies shot and to take them to the vet for their health check. Also, one of the most important thing is to make sure you are mentally and financially ready when taking care of a dog. Also, to help our world, you can just adopt other dogs instead of buying new ones. You get to save money and save a dog at the same time. Isn't that neat? Taking care of a pet sure is fun. I remember my mom saying that she wishes our puppy won't grow because he looks so cute in his puppy state. Well, if you're that type of person, I won't judge you. We all have our own preferences. You can just have a pet that is small, like a Maltese, a Boston Terrier, a Shih Tzu, and a Chihuahua. Or if you're the opposite type of person and you like big dogs, then you have a variety to choose from, just like Great Dane, French Mastiff, and German Shepherd. Now, having pets can have its pros and cons. Some of the pros are your dog can protect you from bad people, that's for sure. It can also snuggle and cuddle with you when you're alone and single. Dogs are better than humans because they won't cheat on you unless they like other dogs. They can also be your best friend. They won't betray you nor cheat on you until they chew your charger. I'm speaking from my experience because it happened a lot of time. Oh, and hugging them can also reduce your anxiety and make you feel better. Now that I've said some of the pros that can happen if you have a dog, let's all list out all the cons. Or should I say them because this is a podcast? They might bark at midnight, which is very scary. You're asking, why is it scary? Duh, it's literally midnight and it's unusual for dogs to bark unless they see a person, another dog, or much worse, a ghost. Who wants that, right? And if they bark late at night, it might also wake your neighbors up, so you should really know how to calm your pets. Next thing is you'll have hair everywhere. Their fur will be found all over your place. Having a pet is also time consuming, so make sure you manage your time well. Do not forget about your pets. Always remember that you bought a pet because you want it and not just because you think it's aesthetic. Taking care of a dog or a pet is the same thing as taking care of a human. They need love, care, and time. Make sure you treat them as your family because the moment you bought them already signifies the fact that they are already a part of your family. So if you're just gonna treat them harshly, just give it away, put it in an adoption center instead of traumatizing them. Well, to the wonderful pets and humans that have listened to my podcast, thank you so much. I hope you've learned something from me, which is rare, but I do hope so. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I said that right? But whatever, I'm just really thankful that you listened. Haha. That is all for this podcast. Thank you so much. Again, I thank for the fourth time. Have a great day, night. Just have a great one. That's all. Thank you so much. Always remember that can bark or not, you're still welcome to our hub. Again, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Have a great one and love yourself and your pets.